Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am here for another English conversation. Today I am replacing Nelton, and I have with me amazing people to discuss about connection, presence, and the way we relate to others. So today I have with me Camila, Erica, and Edilton. But before, let me explain a little quickly how Talk and Talk works. Maybe are people watching us on YouTube, and if you don't know about this platform, it's a great opportunity to know. So basically, here you can find some language to practice, such as English, Spanish, and French. This is not a class, this is just an immersion. It means that I am not a teacher, I am a student as well. I am here to develop myself as you guys. So I am not here to correct or teach anyone, but make sure that everybody that participates in this platform is going to learn a lot because we learn by practicing. And in my opinion, it's the best way to learn, okay? So basically, that's it. If you want to know more about our project, please go to our website, talkandtalk.com.br, and there you will find more information. So we always start all the conversation here in this platform by self presentation. So, Erica, would you like to start, please?
For sure. Good evening, guys. I'm Erica. I live in Belo Horizonte with my family. I work in a public service as a nutritionist. And in my spare time, I enjoy a lot to cook and to swim. And I have been studying here in Talking Talk for 6 months now. And it's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you so much, Erica. And about you, Edilton?
Okay, hello people. Good evening. My name is Edilton. I'm from Brazil. I live in the city of Salvador, state of Bahia. I'm 40 years old and I'm participating in Talk Talk since April last year. I'm liking all the process to meet new people, learn English, and one day I will be a host and I know the people is sharing with me and you participate my mission. Thank you.
Yes, of course, I will be there. You know, I am very excited for this day, Edilton. So just keep it going with this wish, and I believe that you will achieve that. Thank you so much. Hello, Pedro. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
I am putting on the questions for you on the chat. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see. Thanks.
Nice.
I
Okay,
just received the at the 7, is right?
no, I will put the last ones.
All right.
Okay, we are in the introduction part. Pedro, can you start, please?
All right, guys. Good evening. For me, it's a pleasure having this opportunity to participate into immersion with you. With you. My name is Pedro. I am 25 years old. I was born in the Pouso Alegre, on south of Minas Gerais, but nowadays I live in the center city of Belo Horizonte. I work in a bank area. I also host here. I participate this immersion because anyone comes to my immersion now, and I think with myself, all right, I didn't participate. No one comes, but I will participate into immersion of Elton. But I had the surprise the Andreas guided us. That is.
Yes, I hope you like the surprise, right, Pedro? Okay, what about you, Camila?
Hello, guys. My name is Camila. I am 4 years old. I live in São Paulo, in the capital. This month, I will celebrate 1 year as a host, as an English host here in the platform, I guess.
Wow.
Yes, can you imagine? And I am here in the platform practicing for, I don't know, 1 year and a half, maybe, or less than, I'm not sure. I work as an accountant in an energy company, and my main goal this year it's about to improve my English. Oh, thank you. It's about to improve my English speaking skills, and of course, you are develop other things, not only English, but we can learn how to be a better person, I guess, in this platform. So it's a pleasure to be here, to come back, to have the therapy immersion with you guys. So thank you.
Thanks so much, Camila, and congrats for your 1 year as a host. It's a good
Wow.
mark. Yeah, it's important one as well. So about myself, guys, my name is Andrea. I'm 47. I live in Guarujá. I really like this platform because, as Camila said, we can improve not just about the English skills, but other things. So I think it's important. And I've been attending in this platform since October 2021, so it's a long time, but I still need to improve my abilities to speak. And I think when we start speaking English, it's not like, oh, 5 years, I will complete the course and forget about, no, we just need to keep going because I believe that it can be for the rest of your life. Every day you learn something new and you need this contact to not forget everything that you have learned. So we are here for that, right, guys? So that's it. Let's start the conversation. Pedro, would you like to read and answer the question number 1, please?
Let's go. How would you describe your social personality? Outgoing, selective, shiny, curious? All right, guys. Nowadays, I perceive myself like more curious guy. In the past, principal, when I was younger, I perceived more shiny guy. But nowadays, I perceive more curious because I believe I I believe like we can improve our personality, our social skills, and all right, I decided to work to in some profession that I had to express my ideas and the other people has to understand. So I had to communicate. So with that, it's impossible. I'm not talking and everybody gets the idea. So I had to broke this limit and try to not be so much shiny in this aspect. But I consider my personality more curious because I like the talk too because we can like discuss about the everything, and for me it's a very interesting because when we talk different topics we have more vocabulary and we have more skills, more knowledge to talk about any topic when someone starts to talk about something, I know how I can talk about something because I had the opportunity. So I perceive myself more curious. And how about you, Camila? How you consider it your social personality?
I guess I am a mix of the three options here. I consider myself an outgoing person and a curious at the same time. I guess this is a good way because I always pursue to learn something different. So I guess this can be really helpful and selective. So I think it's really kind of interesting because we need to know which group we can or must to be part of. So I guess outgoing, selective, and curious, in my opinion.
Nice, nice. And shy?
No, no,
Definitely
this is
you
not
are
a
not a
problem.
shy person.
No, this is not a problem.
Nice. What about you, Erica?
In my case, I can say I had been shy when I was a child, but when I grow up in my 50 years old, when I was this age, I become more outgoing, more talkative. I feel I'm a talkative person, but I don't like when people talk more than me. But I feel I'm an outgoing person as well. You should be selective in some case, in some situations. But I can say about my social personality in all, I'm a curious person, but I don't have the curiosity about, oh, are you married? Do you have kids? Do you have babies? Not about this, but are you happy? What's your plan for your future? Everything okay for you? This kind of curiosity. But for me, it's important to have a social life. So for me, if to be a talkative person, it's better to live, to relate. It's better about the relationship that I'd like to have with others. I think is better, and for me, it's amazing to be like what I am.
Really nice. So we have Camila, Erica, and Pedro. Pedro said that in the past he used to be a shy person. Erica as well, but Camila definitely is not a shy person. But let me see about you, Edilton. I don't think you are a shy guy as well.
In my case, when I'm meeting some people in a party, in the beginning I became shy, but I'm drinking some beer. I'm becoming a outgoing person. But when I worked in my last job, I was obligated to be uh, outgoing person because I need to uh, support the team in presentation when the people has trouble in computer. So I'm in a support analyst in field. So in this case, I learned to be more communicative. In Talk helped me in this case because I entered in the good community and all the people help one each other. So the soft skills enhanced me. One day I'll be outgoing like Camila. What who she's able to speak with many people.
Yes, yes, I agree with you, Edilton. And how many beers do you need to drink before you start talking with the others?
When I was younger, I used to drink 3, 4, but now only a half of a can is good to activate my superhero and talk with the people.
Nice, nice. Good to know. And I am a little like you know, when I drink something, it is so easy to talk. But I don't know. I used to be a shy person. To be honest, I am a shy person. The difference now, I think I am confident. So when you have confidence, you know, you pretend to be a person that you are not, like outgoing, like to talk. But sometimes it's hard depending on the environment. But I can say that I can make friends really easy, nowadays. So it's nice. It's nice for me. Maybe I can say like a little outgoing, a mix of these things, guys. Outgoing, selective as well, because I believe that we need to find our team, our group, our environment. Shy and curious as well. I think it's important to be a curious person, Not like Erica said, a good point, not to be, to know about the other people's lives, no, but understand what is happening, this kind of curiosity. I think it's interesting. So, okay, guys, let's move on. Erica, would you like to read the next one, please?
For sure. Number two, do you feel more energized by social situation or by spending time alone? For me, I feel more energized by spending time alone because sometimes I invite my friends to go out. They say yes. After that, I start to think, oh my gosh, I need to find some excuse because I don't want to go. I'm a homebody person. I enjoy a lot to stay in my home. I prefer to invite people to come to my house because I love to cook. I already say that. But for me, I like to sort of situations, but I prefer to stay alone for sometimes. Like go out every weekend is not for me. So I prefer the silence to stay in my home, reading a book. So it's my way to live my life. And you, Pedro?
All right, I feel more energized when I spend some time with other people, like principal my friends. But some case, for example, go parties and things like that. Nowadays, I don't frequently I don't go frequently because it's not my vibe nowadays. I feel like I had to, like Erica said, find some excuse when someone calls to me to go with kind of events. But sometimes I had to go too because all right, we have to socialize. But it's not my type nowadays. I prefer like staying at some park or go at some more natural nature trip or something like that. Like go to some waterfall, some beach. So I prefer like this kind of type of go out. But I feel more energized when I spend some time with the other ones, principal my friends. Now, how about you, Edilton?
Well, in my case, it depends of the season. For example, when it's summer and in my country, in my city, has some parks, I go out and I feel energized, great in this park. But in the winter, I used to stay at my home. And when I have a party, a social with my family, that's okay. But when the celebration is far from my home, I feel they need to go back to my home because it's cold day. I don't know exactly what is the reason, but in the summer, I feel more social and I simply enjoy a lot the parties, the events, the social with my friends and concerts, shows, whatever. Next, Camila.
Guys, I was thinking here, even being a outgoing person, I love to be alone and I love to be by myself. It's I don't know, it's a way that I can energize myself. Because nowadays we love to, at least myself, I love to spend that time doing what I want. For example, if I want to be here just watching a movie and eating popcorn, for example, this could be a good option for me. And of course, I love to be with my friends and family, but in general, I prefer to be alone. I guess this is related to the age. I'm not sure about it, but even when I am, I don't know, doing my lunch here, I prefer to be by myself. I can drink a wine and I'm laughing about my, I don't know, thoughts maybe. But I guess this is related to the age. We prefer to be in a quiet space, thinking more about reflecting about life. And I guess, of course, I love to be in a group in general, but 1 hour, maybe two, I want to leave and go to my home. But I don't know why, guys. This maybe it's related to the age.
Yes, and I totally agree with you, Camila, that can be related to the age because I
Yeah.
remember when I was younger, I was a person that every weekend I was in a party, doing
Mm.
different things. And now, oh my gosh, I pray for God to come back to my house, and I needed to go out. So I really like to stay alone and staying in my house as well, in my comfort zone, doing things. I don't know, maybe watching a movie or I don't know, just scroll the cell phone or listening some music and drink a wine, something that I really like. And of course, we need to have contact with the other person, other people, but sometimes it's really good to just to be in silence with yourself, thinking about your life, the things that you want to do. And I really like. And I am married, some guys, and sometimes I wish my husband, oh, go, I don't know, play football, something like that, just to stay alone by myself, without no one talking with me, because sometimes it's really hard, guys, being married, it's not easy. But my husband, it's a really good guy. He helps me a lot. While I am here studying, he is preparing the dinner, so I cannot complain, right, guys? So that's it. Okay, Camila, I think now it's your turn. Can you read the next one, please?
Yes. What's one thing you value most in your social interactions? This is a good question, I guess. I don't want to be in a place where we are discussing about silly things. I will try to explain, like a place when I can discuss about the trends relate to clothes or fashion things, because I'm not into this kind of situation. And I always prefer to have deep conversations, guys, about the world, about the, I don't know, what's happening in life. There is another life. I always love to spend the time, listen to the others' opinions relate to life. So I guess I am curious about it, and I guess sometimes people judge like a stupid way to have conversation, because it's like an idea about everything.
Mhm.
But I prefer to have this kind of conversation. I don't know, listen to the others and making questions to understand the others better, or the others' opinion, or in a place when I can learn something. But it's not really to, of course, English, but it's learning something as a human being, something that can makes me a better person, I guess.
Yes, good answer. It's not just about the, how can I say, guys, empty, empty
Yeah.
conversation, Oh, just silly things. I think it's important to have this kind of conversation where you can learn something. It's
Yeah.
really good. What do you think, Erika?
In my case, I enjoy when I can talk if the small group, few people. I don't like to stay in a noisy place, a crowd place, because for me it's important to listen to other people, to other person. So to practice active listening, and for me it's amazing when I can learn if others can, when I can know about other opinions, other different perspective about their life. So for me it's so important after the meeting, the dating, I can feel more energized. Today I learned a lot. If André, if Camila, if Pedro, if Edilton, for me, it's so important. And after the meeting, I always send a message to other people. He said, and I say, "Oh, thank you a lot because I spent a good time with you." I don't know how to explain better, but I feel the feeling when you feel the, how can I say, plenitude, because you stay with other people that make you so feel comfortable and happy. For me, it's so important in the social interaction. Edilton,
Yes.
and you?
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's important. You have a responsibility when you is in a social interaction because it's very common sometimes the people simply is in a party, is an event and simply navigating the smartphone. Does not have a conversation with the people, a really conversation. Simply the people is in one table and don't matter with the other people in that event. For the example is when you is celebrate something and one negative person simply touch topics problematic like politics sometimes polemic. So this subject is not good because sometimes you when you is in a party you simply need to relax, uh, avoid a little about the problems of your life and simply it's important to you recharge yourself with the good topics, good moments, and I simply get value about that when a person maintains a good conversation, good talks, sometimes philosophical subjects, or a good moment when you laugh aloud, celebrate the life is important to me.
Yes, and all the time we can find a person that starts doing it, right, Edilton? Even in your family, if you are in a barbecue, for example, celebrating something, there is someone that will start in talking about politician and this kind of things. I am not saying that, oh, it's wrong to do it, but there is a moment for that, You are celebrating something, you are talking about a politician because it's the way that it's a easy way, in my opinion, to start a fighting, not the opposite. When we need to talk about politician. What about you, Pedro?
So I totally agree with everybody. Uh, the thing that I most value in my social interactions when I perceive someone like uh are able and want to talk and talk for about anything. I remember my first friendship I had when I started graduation. We start to talk like about the difference between like the tones of blues and the about like the difference in English. I don't know if you had like a difference, but in Portuguese we say like the difference between camisa, camiseta, moletom, this
Mhm.
kind of things, and we discuss like the all day between that, and the things like don't make any sense, but it's interesting to talk with the other one. And I believe like the things that I most value when they have a social interactions, like when you perceive like the other ones want to listen what you want to say, and on the other hand, you want to say what the other people wants to say too. And when we have like this kind of interactions, I believe like I value a lot because nowadays we are like in the liquid modern, and the people just want to say and they don't want to listen, and they don't want like compromise about what they are talking about. And in my opinion is about that, like when you perceive like the importance about listening and the say, and when you have the balance about that.
Yeah, it's good answer, Pedro, and I agree with you. I believe that the most important in a conversation, a social interaction can be it, when you listen in the other and answer the questions and vice versa, when people it's able to listen in you as well, not just, oh, okay, I am talking, and when it's your time to talk, I will not pay attention. So it's really impolite as well, in my opinion, so we need to have this exchange in a conversation, guys. I agree with you. So, Edilton, would you like to read the next one and keep it going, please?
Yeah. Fourth question. How have your social habits or friendship how have your social habits or friendship changed over the years? Okay. In my case, the main change was the use of WhatsApp because today I have a group with my friends and every day the people talk in the WhatsApp, but with that the um, a live meetings it decreased a lot because it's easy to you simply talk with the people using this tool, but it's important to be careful because sometimes you simply live in a proxy. Living in a proxy is a English expression that you simply live a delusion with something. So instead of you simply uh, meet the people in alive, talking, share that moment, you simply talk with the WhatsApp and that's okay. No, it's important to maintain your bonds with the people in social interactions and with your relatives. There are some relatives that I don't see for a long time, so I will recover these bonds because it's important. Don't maintain the WhatsApp with, which a main tool to do this interaction. Important maintain alive these interactions with these people.
And do
Next,
you do you
oh,
think, Edilton, but do you think, for example, this behavior of human beings has been increasing after the pandemic, or it's before the pandemic?
before the pandemic, because when the smartphone is increased the use for the population and the WhatsApp in Brazil, the people simply uh, uh, feel accustomed to using the tool. In the pandemic, with the home office, the self-isolation, some people simply continue doing the same thing. So now it's important to reflect about the behavior and create social habits to you maintain your social life alive is important. You need to talk with the people in presential events. You need to communicate with person in a public. The WhatsApp is a tool, but it does not have simply, I don't know what say, bullet em inglês. Basicamente isso aí. Next,
Yeah,
André.
nice, nice. Thank you. What about you, Pedro?
I believe like so much things changes. I remember when I in my teenager I followed this so much tennis and I just like follow uh skip for some tennis and other one and then I perceive like I don't have like a social comportment like being myself. And I believe like with time when I mature a lot and I perceive like what I really appreciate, what are my tastes and my likes, and if that like changes a lot. And about the friendship, I perceive like when I was younger too, it's more easier when we don't have like so much social medias and WhatsApp because I just remember here because I remember when I want to join my friends, we just like say with each other like let's group like tomorrow 6 p.m. and we don't mark in WhatsApp or anything else, but
Mhm.
everybody comes and all right, it's much simpler because nowadays if you want to join some group of friends, we have to adjust the schedule. I know like we everybody has more responsibility nowadays, but I believe like when we had like this kind of tools make it like a little difficult like to do some things that could be more simple. That's my opinion.
And do you feel no, do you miss this time, Pedro? Or for you nowadays, oh, I am an adult and the life's changed. How do you think it's it now?
Oh my gosh, I really remember this time and oh my god, if I just want to earn money and do what I do when I was younger, was be the dream. But I
Perfect
know it's
one.
not possible.
Yes, I agree with you. Thank you, Pedro. What about you, Ka?
My social habits changed over the years a lot. I was wondering here, listen to you guys. I used to spend that time living in a group that I don't fit well, just because I want to be part of a group. And I guess this changed a lot. Nowadays, I can be by myself for a period years, I don't know, but I don't care too much about being part of something. I'm not a person who posts a lot on social media, so I'm low profile person and no one's know about my life in general. So if you really knows, it's because you are a friend close of me. So I guess I decide to do something different in the years ago. I decided to be like that. I would like to show more about my life, but in fact, no one cares, and
Yeah.
then I changed it. I guess after the pandemic years something changed in my life, and then I decided that I don't need to post something for the others or to show something that sometimes is not real. You're
Mhm.
posting a happy face and a happy smile, for example, but you're not. And then I decided to change everything, and I think life can be really good offline, instead of showing everything from the others. And relate to friendship in general, this changes a lot because I don't think too much about keeping the same friendship for years. I just try to handle that or to keep those who really are matters for me. So I don't think like the numbers could be a good choice. Not anymore. I decide to have the small group that I can count for sure in life. Everything changed, guys. I don't know. As I said, this is related to age, but we became a little bit peculiar, I guess, over the years. I don't know.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Camila, because I don't know, guys. In my case, I don't have so much friends, really friends nowadays, and I used to be a lot. I used to have a
Yeah.
lot, And as I said, for me, it's the most important, it's not the quantity, but the quality. If you
Mm-hmm.
have just one and you can count on with this person, okay. This is the best friend that you have, doesn't mean that, oh, I have a lot, but when you are passing through a difficult situation, you really can know, who is your friend in deep or not, So yeah, I think everything changed when we are getting older because our mindset change as well, So we just follow our mind, I think. What about you, Erica?
Um, my friends and I in the past used to go to shopping mall, to the party. I remember I was a teenager. I enjoy a lot shopping mall, to go shopping mall because I was born the countryside of the state. So shopping mall for me was amazing. It was a teenager. Many lights, many people, so crowded the place, noisy. But nowadays I'm getting older. So my friend and I prefer to stay in the quiet place. So for me to go to the coffee shop in the morning, like 8 a.m. is the best thing to do in the weekend. So I think my social life changed because I'm getting older. And about after pandemic, I think I used to I'm talking more with my friends on WhatsApp. So because many of them live abroad, live in other city, so to be in touch, to be connected, use WhatsApp. So it's not common in the past because no, WhatsApp is new. But like in the past, it's common to call to other people. Nowadays, no, you make video, you send audio, but it's a way to keep the connection. I sometimes I guess I didn't see my best. I haven't seen my best friend for 1 year by now, but I talk to her almost every week, every 1 or 2 weeks. So I think this kind of the change of the years is because of this. I'm getting older, and technology, of course, help us to keep connect, to keep closer. Né? That's
Yes,
it.
I I agree with you guys, but I don't know. We are talking about the technology, and then we have the question number 5, and I think it's a good one to continuing talking about that. Do you think social media brings people closer or creates more distance, and why? I will continue with you, Erica. What do you think? Another side of the technology, right?
Yes, in my case, when I talk about my friend and I, technology improve a lot our relationship because without technology, I can't to talk to them. But on the other hand, I don't think the social media make people more make people closer. I think social media become people curious about your life. What Andrea is are doing. So this kind of thing, but it's not about I don't like to take care of other life, but not take care, but it's just curiosity. So I think people, because the technology is become more distance from my point of view. But if you have a friend that live abroad in another city, of course, technology can help you to keep in touch. But nowadays, people have many followers, so don't make sense. Many connections. It's impossible you have 100, 1,000 friends. Don't make sense, guys. Sorry. And
Yeah.
you, Pedro, what's your opinion?
All right. I believe like technology and social media in general, uh, it's like it can put in your decision like what are you doing. You can use for the good one or you can use for the bad one. And unfortunately, guys, I believe like I use my case. I believe like sometimes I use it, for example, some example. I remember I started to talk to some friends of mine that I get know when I was so much younger, and with that we can get some memories and all right, we make some connections. If we don't have social media, I believe like that don't could happen. But all right, it's an extraordinary event, not like every day happens that like, oh, I will talk with some friend of mine that I get know like 10 years ago and etc. Most of the time, I believe like we use the social media, like Erica said, to be curiosity. Like, all right, let's check what Camila are doing or other things like that. And sometimes, principal like you want to show to everybody like what you're saying, what are you doing. uh, in some cases, you could like relation with other ones in some event or some party or etc. But you're just posting that, and you are more you are sometimes you are more happy like if someone answer your post like giving us some like
Yeah.
or comment something. If he like you just chat with someone that you are your side like, all right, the weather is good or something like that. I believe it's kind of it.
Yeah, it's a little crazy to think about that, guys, because I used to be this person that likes to put a lot of things on Instagram. I really like Instagram. But since the pandemic, I've been changing my behavior. I don't know why. Maybe because I am getting older, And now I see my Instagram like a book of photos, For me, to remember, oh, this day I went to this concert and then I enjoy a lot, But for me to enjoy, not for to show the others. And it's really good when you change your mindset because it's not necessary to put everything that you are living in the social media. It doesn't make sense for me anymore. And it was really good. It's like a freedom as well. But it's really difficult as well. Like, right, guys, people don't say that. And I believe that the social media nowadays can increase the anxiety, It's so comparison because we are all the time look the others people lives and oh, I don't have it, so it's really crazy to think about that. But to have contact with our friends or family or I don't know people that you like, I believe that it's really good. I make a lot of colleagues, on social media, and when it's possible to meet each one in person, it's really good as well. uh what do you think, Camila?
Oh gosh, this is a deep discussion, I guess, because I was in a trip last month and I realized that people don't enjoy to be in a nice place. For example, in a sightseeing or looking for a sunset. They just enjoy to take pictures and they don't take a moment to see what's happening around. So it's really crazy to imagine like we are taking a photo and then sometimes maybe you will hate this photo in the future and delete, but you don't pay attention to the nature, to the forest, everything around you. And I am a group of friends who loves to take photos and post on social media, and I hate so they post photos without me. Like they tag me on Instagram, but I don't repost. I don't know the correct way to say. And they are like I don't know, recording something. Like if you are playing board games, they are recording us playing. I felt like, but what are you? But why? What is the reason of it? In my mind, this doesn't make sense. And it's like you cannot be happy without posting or showing it for someone. So I don't agree with that. I used to be this kind of person, and I think this is not necessary nowadays, at least for me. And I have a group of friends, they are single, and they always said, Camila, your Instagram must to be a place that someone can choose you to be a partner. And I said, oh my gosh, so in this case, I am fail. I will die alone because I don't post it. I don't have good pictures. And they said like all the times, we have a word nowadays, stalker. go and stalk someone to see where's this person going, which country this person travel. And for me, it's like a nut. I don't agree with that for sure. And it's like if you don't post it or if you don't have I don't know, a crowd social media related to photos, you're not an interesting person, and this is a kind of hard to understand. But okay, I'm not into it, but I understand the necessity of the others, like if I am going to have a breakfast, I need to take photos and show. For me, it's like, I don't think it's a healthy way to deal.
Yes, and I think it's really sad to thinking about that, because as you said, people are not living the moment.
No.
They are seeing the lives passing through the cell phone because all the time they need to take a photo. And as you said, maybe we will forget about this photo.
Yeah.
I use it to record a lot of concerts, and nowadays I stop to think why, because sometimes I forget
Yeah.
about in my cell phone, and now I prefer, of course, I take a photo, I record just a little, but not the entire show. And maybe there are a lot of people that just see the concert through the cell phone, and it's really boring because it can bore at me, because I
Yeah.
need to see the concert through the cell phone of the other people, so it's really hard. But okay, it's the real life nowadays. What about you, Edilton?
Yeah, for me, this is a double-edged sword. Yeah, the social media help the people a lot, and you can create good connections. For example, TalkTalk is a good example. Uh, in the LinkedIn, I met this project, and now I'm doing good bond with you. But I think many people simply was intoxicated with the need to uh, post about your life. I participated in a party with my cousins, and one of that simply took 100 photos about this party. In certain moments, simply she stuck in a chair, took dozens of photos in several positions to choose the best position to post in the Instagram. So
Yeah.
this is the habit for the people now. And eh, talking about that is interesting. In some cases, the people will be think, yeah, you are a strange person. You don't use the Instagram. I think there's a problem with the new generation because I am from uh, Y generation, Camila to Andrea to the Generation Z, completely online, completely in the social network with Discord, TikTok. The group we have tons of social media, but tons of photos on the internet. So maintain a dialogue with these people is challenging, but is interesting sometimes.
Yeah, this is interesting, Edilton. And I don't know, guys, about you, but sometimes I feel guilt, because, for example, if I am not recording or taking photos, maybe I am the strange in the whole, not the others. And sometimes I regret, oh my gosh, I should to have more videos about the concert because I am seeing a lot of people posting their videos, but no, I enjoyed the concert. It's different, right? I have the concerts in my mind, in my heart, and maybe people have in cell phone, but they will forget about it. The feeling is not the same, in my opinion. So, okay, guys, I think we don't have time to continue in other question, but let me know, did you like the conversation, guys? I think it's a really good topic to discuss. What do you think, Erica?
I enjoyed the topic. I enjoyed the conversation. It's always a pleasure to be with intelligent people to talk. Thank you a lot, guys.
Oh, you are a clever one as well, Erica. Don't say that. Thank you so much. What about you, Pedro?
I like this conversation. It's interesting, like talking about social personality and and when we evolve about like our understanding, our knowledge about like the perspective of everybody for social media, I always like to discuss that because for me could it be something, and for Erica, for Camila, could it be different? And it's really interesting when we relationate these two aspects.
Nice. Thank you so much, Pedro. Camila?
I would like to say that there is not a right or wrong side, because it looks like we are judging people here, but I don't think we are. We are just deciding what is best for our decision. So I love this
Yeah.
kind of conversation. As I said, I love a deep conversation, so I love it. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Camila. And about you, Edilton?
Yeah, I love it. This immersion. It's important to practice with good topics like that to enhance our abilities. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you so much, guys. I put on the chat the surveys, just a quickly remind that this immersion is Elton's immersion, so you can rate the topic about the things. I think it was a really good. And thank you so much for coming, Camila, Pedro, Edilton, and Erica. Have a great night and see you around, guys.